has been developed like day one, just like it used to be, you know. And I'm not saying DLC is a different story, but what I'm trying to say is like those little skins if you pre-order and those little 5-minute missions they want to claim is like a whole different level. Like they're cheating us, you know. They're cheating us for our money. I honestly don't fall for that. Okay, I don't buy digital games. I know I do buy digital games like this, 21 cents for Pug Run, or when they're free, like PlayStation Network. I got the yearly thing, and you get free games. Okay, that's okay. That's how I got the digital games. I bought some digital games when they're literally like 80%. Okay, and obviously they're never gonna be 80% within a year of its release. I'm talking probably like after a year that it's been out. They're usually like really cheap, so I'll get something like that, sure. But day one stuff, pre-ordering, that stuff, it has to stop, because these people, they're getting so wealthy, so rich, and instead of saying, hey guys, thanks for like making us what we are. And there's companies who do that, don't get me wrong. Like I said, Rockstar is like such a great company because they do things like that. You know, here you go, like keep playing guys, like just keep, you get me? And don't get me wrong, they have transactions in there to get stuff for free, faster. But you could do it within the game how it was originally meant to be, you know, done. So as a community, we really just gotta like, and unfortunately, most people are just stupid, ignorant. They're not gonna wake up. They're gonna say, hey man, whatever, I don't care. I don't care about my money. I don't care that I have this much power that I can use and persuade my friends so that we can make this much power, and then they persuade their friends to make this much power. I mean, you saw what happened to Mass Effect. That was like us right there. That was like the people, the community, gaming community, like changing shit, saying, hey, we don't want this, we better change it. You get me? Like, seriously, we do have power, but we need to like unite together so that stuff like that doesn't keep happening. You know, like seriously, because like I said, if it comes down to like everything is digital and the next console is just gonna be all digital, I'm sorry, I'm out. Like, I'm out. I had an Xbox One, and I was an Xbox fanboy, Microsoft all the way. I got the Xbox One first. I was like, I'm so sad. These guys just ruined this shit. Microsoft, you lost so much. We're talking about like 80% of our kids that, you know, our consumers don't even stand the console up. And I'm like, really? Are you guys stupid, dude? Like, so you're saying you're only going to sell this console to 80% of the people that you already had sold on the console? So fuck the 20% that like standing it up, because that 20% doesn't matter. What are you thinking, man? Like, why the fuck are they paying you so much? Think backwards. I could do a better job than you, dude. Like, seriously, bro? I don't know, man. I really don't know. But I got the Xbox One, and I said, this is garbage. This is a disaster. I don't know where these guys are heading, but it's definitely not for gaming, because I have a Blu-ray player to watch Blu-rays, and I have a console to play video games. I have a computer to play computer games or do homework. You get me what I'm saying? Like, you buy certain things to do specific things with them. So it's like, don't get me wrong, you can do so many things with one application, and that's good. But I was just kind of like, dude, like, you guys turned a gaming console and then flipped it over on its back. Like, you made it everything else first and then said it also plays video games. These guys are, I mean, what are you you guys thinking? Seriously, like, you guys just blew me away, and I was so sad. Because I was 360 Xbox, like, all out. And I always denied getting the PlayStation just because they said, no, PlayStation sucks. And I was wrong. I'm not a PlayStation fanboy, but I'm with a PS4 now because they know what the fuck they're doing. Honestly, they're not thinking backwards. They're not saying, hey, even if it was 90%, hey, 90% of consumers just use the console sitting down. What about the 10% who you already have sold on the console without even showing us anything? That's just your fan base. Fuck them. Just forget about it. Forget about it. You don't want to lay it down, you want to stand it up, I'm sorry, you're going to have to live with it. Nope, guess what? I didn't live with it. I said, fuck you. I'm getting the PlayStation 4 because I can stand it right next to my 360, then right next to my PS3, okay? Then right next to my slim PS2. So, yeah, see what happens? And I'm just one of like a ton of people who did that, okay? So many people did that. Don't get me wrong, if you guys release an Xbox One Slim that you can stand up and I can put in between right next to my other consoles, I'll probably get it, but it seems like you guys aren't even going towards that. So when like companies do stuff like that, shady stuff like that, it's a bad sign. Okay, and that don't, like I said again, that only pushes, you know, my message for the consumers like myself is be wise about what you spend your money on, alright? Don't be stupid, don't go all digital, all content, because you don't know what's going to happen in 15 years. You might not have those games in 15 years. You might have to pay a $5 fee to transfer your stuff over. Why? I'm just saying you might have to. Like, you have to pay a streaming service to play your PS3 games now. Because if you don't have a PS3 console, if your PS3 console broke down, and you want to play digital PS3 games, you can't. Okay? So, that's what they have right now. So maybe in 10, 15 years, you want to play your PS4 games, and guess what? You might just have to pay like $5 for each game that you have. Oh, it's just $5. Oh, it's just $5. You know why you just say that shit? Because you make like $5 like every millisecond. That's why you're like, oh, it's just $5. It's just $5, guys. Come on, you guys give us that money like by the millisecond. I don't know why you guys talking about we're getting paid so much from you guys. How do you not have $5 to just rebuy it again? That's how they think, okay? Because they got the money. The people like us, we don't have the money. Sometimes we work 2 weeks. Now, I'm not a college kid. I'm a college kid, okay? I go to college, okay? So I'm only working part-time, just like a shit ton of people in America, right? Just like a shit ton, almost every gamer in America, right? So sometimes we gotta work 2 weeks, save up, because there's still life, right? Still gotta worry about life and like gas and everything else. And then once we have saved up, we can buy a game, you know. But for them, it's not the same. So that was my message for like gamers and consumers. Like, don't push for this stuff. Stop it. Just stop it right now. Don't let them make the industry crash, because that's what they're pushing for, you know. And my message for like the development part, the just EA, Microsoft, PlayStation, like, you're gonna make money no matter what. You know that's a fact, okay? You know that's a fact. You're gonna make money no matter what, okay? But see, you're trying to make money like at a cheaper cost, and it's just kind of like weird, because you can make a shit ton of money at a cheaper cost, like cheating us out, or you can make a lot of money with us being happy, right, and satisfied, where there's no problem involved. Or you can play your digital content without servers having to be on. Or you can log into your accounts without having internet, right? That's just basic stuff. So you can make a ton of money like that, okay? Or you can make a shit ton of money cheating us on stuff. Now, if you make a shit ton of money on that type of stuff, it's just gonna get to a point where we're gonna be like, fuck this, I'm over this shit. It's just something that you're forcing me to grow out of, okay? I feel like games are like movies and music. It's not only a video game, I think it's, and been, like has been, a form of entertainment for people. Now, some people just don't know how to use it, so they just don't try it. They just say, oh, I don't know how to play a game. I'm done. Like, I'm out. But see, people like me, and there's a ton of people like me, millennials, whatever, generation X, Y, whatever. People who grew up playing this stuff, and knows this stuff like secondhand. You're gonna push us to just grow out of it because we know the good old days. Right? We just know how it used to be. We used to get our value, right? We used to get every single bang for the buck. And when we start noticing on the mass number that we're just not gonna get that bang for the buck ever again, because everything has DLC that you have to buy, you want to get the whole experience, it's another $100. You're gonna force people like me to just say, I'm out. Like, you know, I thought you were, you know, PlayStation, you know, Xbox, I thought you were gonna be like movies to me forever, you know, just forever, like music, a form of like just indulging myself in some tranquility or experience that's just amazing forever, for the rest of my life. But guess what? You're not. You're a form of entertainment that's just pushing me to outgrow. You know, to just pushing me to just grow out of it, even if I don't want to. And I'm just gonna say, fuck it, fuck that. Like, I don't care. It sucks. It's not cool anymore. It will crash. It will crash. Mark my words. If you guys push this shit, it will crash. And at the end of the days, you'll just be like, fuck, you know what? We should have done things differently. Because I think it's better for a company to make, you know, $1 billion in 20 years than making 50 million in 10 years. You get me? In the long run, it's better to just, I don't know if that makes sense, I probably didn't say that right, but basically keeping like the industry alive forever. Okay, this is a form of entertainment that should be alive and healthy forever. Okay, with everybody on board. Sony, Microsoft. I'm super cold. It's like really cold in my house. Like, this should be forever. Okay, video games are like supposed to be here to stay. And when you're doing stuff like that, you're just pushing this entertainment form to just never exist. Like, you're literally just trying to destroy it by making it so expensive, so hard for people to acquire it, like it's a movie. I can go and buy a movie, an old movie, just like I can go buy a new movie today, because the form that it is in is not like, hey, you want to watch. Imagine if like Blu-rays or anything, just movies were like, hey, here's the movie. You want to watch the additional bonus content? You gotta pay $15 more after you paid the original Blu-ray price. You're gonna be like, fuck that. Like, I don't care about that shit. Just give me the movie.